Hi, Dr. Shea. It's great to be able to connect again and discuss some of the tests your lab has performed for our study. But before we begin, I want to first let everyone know a little bit about you. So you hold many titles at your company. You are the founder, you're the CEO, and you're the Chief Scientific Officer of Genfinity, which is an independent clinical research lab focused on longevity. So, tell us a little bit about what made you become interested in longevity research.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vollmer. It's my pleasure to be with you and your team today. Most research discoveries are not translated into changing people's lives. That's a huge difference between an academic setting and in a private setting. So I really enjoy working with many individuals, many organizations. I had a lot of fun with your study that turns out to be exceptionally successful. I'm talking about what you need to do to extend your health span. TAO stands for test, act, optimize. So you need to test to figure out what you should do, and you need to test it again to optimize or to fine-tune your health action plan. So testing is really the key. Some of them you know very well, some you may not know very well. So let's just dive into it a little bit. The first one is immune system is matured when in our early teens, and then starting in our 20s, our ability to produce immune cells starting decreasing, and in our adulthood, this thymus, that's where the T cells are produced, are already shrunk to almost non-existent. All right. So if you can prolong the function of the immune system, you are able to defend against infectious agents, bacteria, viruses, or any other types of foreign invaders. And you are also able to fight against cancer cells much better. And the second one that's becoming very popular is cellular senescence. Most people don't know about it. And senescent cells are basically dying cells. I said dying, not dead. They should be dead, but they refuse to die. Those are called zombie cells. They are just like zombies, and they are almost dead. So senescence is one of the hottest area of research currently. Not only in anti-aging medicine, that's where it got started, but even the NIH is now paying much more attention to senescence. The most important one that's gaining popularity and the benefits are increasingly known is NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. And NAD is extremely important because it's a coenzyme involved in the function of over 500 different enzymes. And the number one function of NAD is to help you to produce ATP. Without NAD, you cannot produce ATP, and without ATP, we cannot survive.
Wow, that's interesting. So I want to move to one of the things that you talked about that was also important. In fact, one of the things that really struck me as I was going through the results were the NAD levels. So the NAD levels, which you talked about as an important enzyme in our cells that we perhaps can't live without, what we saw in our results was that every person improved in their NAD level. And I think it was about 90% of the people actually went from optimal to that optimal state that you talk about. So can you tell us a little bit more about NAD? What happens to our NAD levels as we age? And do we need to boost our NAD? Tell us a little bit more about that.
The answer is very simple. Absolutely. Everyone should boost the NAD to the optimum range. And you are going to gain many different benefits, including more energy, better sleep. And so I would say that NAD optimization is the first and the necessary step towards healthy longevity.
So that's interesting, Dr. Shea. And so this is basically all these markers that you're talking about are markers that we measured in our study. And those markers, if you aggregate or composite those, they make up what you call the W index. And we noticed that all of our participants actually increased their W index scores. And more importantly, those who started out with a really low score as their initial W index score from their initial blood work, they actually saw a greater increase than people who have perhaps started a little bit higher. So can you tell us a little bit more about what this W index score means?
Great observations. We want everyone to be as close to 100 points as possible. And as you indicated, with your participants, their W index score have improved or become higher. That is an indication that the treatment protocol you had was making a good impact on how they are doing. Yeah, everyone should be congratulated, and your organization should be congratulated as well.
Well, this has been great information, Dr. Shea. And again, on behalf of For Life and all of our customers and affiliates from around the world, thank you so much for your time and thanks for your information.
Thank you very much. It has been my honor to talk to you and all the participants. I wish you the best.